The Bloodwake orcs, fearing us as a grave threat to their power, have turned on us. They have declared war, but have foolishly done so without sending a vanguard to strike us before we were ready to strike back. Now it is us who dictate the terms of this war. And even now, our great horde marches upon Tuskheim, their once capital, though their new capital has been shifted to Bloodguard. It matters not. Their cities will burn. And what does not burn will be devoured and claimed as our own. Greetings, fellow children of the Spinner in Darkness. It is the Ash Heriter, and today we prosecute a glorious war in the name of our god against the Bloodwake orcs. Korzgul Ullok will be Lashmaster no longer, for soon he will be nothing. But now, Tuskheim must fall. I will move our forces into position. The Curse Weaver will advance, along with Mal Isa Shadowbiter, and soon we will begin the siege of Tuskheim, and the war will go in our favor in short order. Now, as for our troops down here, we were marching towards the teleporters, which will send us up to the City of Funneled Webs, where we can begin assisting our forces in destroying the rest of the orcs' cities. Now, I do want to leave one force here, but for now, I think we can leave the skeleton crew down here, because it will be fairly easy for us to return and attack them later. So, now, we potentially have another place that we can launch an attack from. So, I could move up. No, it seems like the City of Funneled Webs is our best avenue of attack, so that is the one we're going to take. He will continue holding here, although, that being said, I think perhaps with Moloch Shadowbiter here, I don't know if this is the right army for this. However, let's actually move these forces over this way. I want to attempt something. Look at Asha the Revenant's army. Oh my god, it's all spiders. Always has been. Alright, there's a couple of things I want to try. I actually want to rework a couple of the armies here, and to start with, a few things I want to do. So first off, I think I want to summon a Living Fog right here to lead this force, although it's not actually going to lead this force. And then I want to have some Corrupt Souls in that army as well, which I will then use just as like a terror army. And I may as well... Ooh, do we ready Shroud of Insanity? That could be fun. Let's summon another Living Fog. Oh, well, hello. Well, I mean, may as well get another one then. And we got two in here. And then let's ready another Summon Greater Animal. Wonderful. That should be a fun attack force. Now, what are we doing here? We're moving to reinforce Duskwatch. That's good. Duskwatch needs some protection. We have Caustic Worm, son of Caustic Worm, who should really be in charge of the Duskwatch army, so I'm going to move my Spider General, or the Dark Knight here out, so that, you know, Caustic Worm, son of Caustic Worm, will take charge of Duskwatch's garrison directly. As for here, we cannot begin the siege, unfortunately, because you need a hero to do that. So, they're just gonna have to wait. Einbis Unfound has taken the Tower of Torment, which is delightful. Which means you are now free to conduct other operations. Question is, what operations could we conduct? First, I think our best course of action is to head to the teleporter, and I may as well head to the one in the Spinner's Feast. So, okay, apparently that's the quickest way to go. I would not have guessed that, but I'll take your word for it, because you're an AI, and are capable of doing calculations far faster than I am. Message received. From who?
You're angering me, Curse Weaver. I'm warning you. If you keep going like this, I will see an end to your reign right here.
Okay, whatever you say. You're only rank 2, I'm rank 1. So, I'd like to see you try. We're gonna kill him anyways. I think he's probably... Well, Leofric Shale needs to die too. They all need to die. Perhaps I'll spare Mustafa ibn Nazir and Virenwe the Radiant and complete a magic victory. Perhaps we should actually start that. The question is, where do I want to actually start a magic victory? If I start doing that. You know, just to get it in place. I think the best bet is to create it in the Spinner's Nest. Although, they'll know where it is. That's the problem. Because this will illuminate its location. So, in that case, it's probably better to do this in the Spinner's Feast or in the City of Funneled Webs. I think the City of Funneled Webs? No, Spinner's Feast seems more defensible because it can be defended from both sides. Ah! Look at this. We can expand its domain as well, which we definitely shall. I think I'm going to take this gold mine. You know, more gold is never a bad thing, right? So, like, why not? Let's expand it. Okay, so, constructing, say, a Root of Shadow, which would be the one that I would go for here. Ooh. So, looking here, a Root of Shadow will grant +1 Shadow Affinity. Shadow spells will be 20% cheaper. Shadow buff and healing spells grant 3 evasion, and is required for a magic victory. But where would we put it? Let's just throw it onto this Levy Camp. Although, Levy Camp seems to grant food income, which that will be reduced. What about the Circle of Zealotry? All that's granting is draft and happiness, and we don't care about either of those things. So let's construct it right here. Good. We'll construct the Root of Shadow. We will begin the process. There's also... We can already construct the Root of Shadow? Hold on. Do we need the Seed of Shadow? What comes first? Shouldn't the seed come first? I don't have a Seed of Shadow, though. Or do I? Did I take a city with the Seed of Shadow? No, right? Surely not. No. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. What's going on down here? Because there's, Ah, right. Sea people. Oh, no. Not again. Too soon. We're already only just dealing with the last Sea People invasion. Several thousand years ago. Alright, so we're gonna drop a watcher right here so that we can defend Duskwatch against these Sea People invaders, because it seems like they're going to attack me. We have a ton of fisheries. What do fisheries grant? Not very much, unfortunately. Harbors? Definitely a bit better. Come with an oyster reef? That's cool. There seems to be some actual different buildings that you can construct in the water, which is kind of nice. And we have magic ruins here. Just a mana node, I guess? Alright, well. It's all fine. What did we get here? This was recently acquired Hell Pig spawn. What's your upkeep? 9 is not worth it. So, sorry, but you're going to be converted into our, you know, precious resource, which is, of course, bacon. Alright, let's end our turn. The Blight Boil has been completed, so we will be able to create an explosive Blight Boil on the battlefield, which should be quite fun. Just, you know, a pustule in the earth. Father Nurgle will approve. We can also sink the land, turning the land into a swamp. Very nice. Crushing Earth. Hold on, what is this? Target enemy unit that is tier 3 or lower has 60% chance of dying instantly. If it resists, it is stunned and sustains 40 physical damage instead. That sounds awesome, and will be done very quickly. So, we're going to do that, and we're going to advance our troops into position. So, we are basically ready to begin the onslaught right here. This should go quite quickly. Who will lead the attack? I'm going to actually direct Mal-Isa Shadowbiter to start the siege. So, to begin, we're going to start a subjugating raid, of course. We can also do a wizard's bombardment. Requires a fallen tower, ancient wonder. Yeah, okay. What does it do, though? Just destroys 15 of their, Well, that would make us advance pretty quickly through there. It would cost us 200 mana, but that's easily affordable. And then Tremor Ritual. At the start of combat, towers, battlements, and additional wall obstacles are destroyed. All they have is battlements, or palisades, so it doesn't seem particularly useful. So what I might do is the Wizard Bombardment. That's basically just going to break it down in one turn, unless I do anything else here. Is that going to cause any further damage? It's 26 fortification damage? No, we're at maximum, so that's it. That's all we got to do. Then we'll harass the defenders, just to deal some damage to them. Alright, so we have 3 armies there ready to do what needs to be done. Which means I'm going to send 2 of our armies, including the Curse Weaver and her army of Ice Spiders and Watchers, and this secondary force of Hell Pigs and other things. I should probably get rid of the Hell Pigs, to be fair. I'm going to get rid of the Hell Pigs. We're going to throw in some new units there. You're not. They don't fit with our army. So, what we're going to put in that army instead is, let's throw in an Astral Serpent. This is just kind of a random force. It's not too important what's in there. I could also throw in, then, another Watcher. So I don't want to throw in a Greater Animal, because I don't know what that's going to create. Or I bring in another Living Fog. That will not summon this turn, so let's just drop in another Watcher. Good stuff. All right. I'm very happy with the Watchers. I know some of you guys were like, disband the Watchers, they cost way too much mana. I get it, but they've also been very good with my force. Oh my god, that looks really cool. Okay, so we're going to have our demonic, our shadow army. This is just the morale-eating terror force, basically. And of course, Asha the Revenant will participate. And look at Moloch Shadowbiter. He is going to advance as well. We have this army right here is then going to hold position in the city of Funneled Webs. And I want it to hold position because I want it to be able to relocate to deal with other potential threats against the rest of our territory. Which I tell you what, I may actually keep Einbiss Unfound doing the same thing. So I don't want to leave myself completely undefended. Alright, so Caustic Worm, son of Caustic Worm, is now protecting Duskwatch. You're going to assist in protecting Duskwatch. You're going to hold ground, Mr. Spider, and protect Duskwatch. Alright, we can summon greater animals, but I don't think we need to do that. Checking in the underground. What are we doing? What are you guys doing? You're moving to a teleporter? Unlock the Distant. Yeah, actually, head up to the City of Funneled Webs. You're going to go here, and I'm actually going to add in some of the units of this army. Because we do have some two pretty powerful spiders here that I feel like should be joining a proper army. So we got 2 spiders, a caustic worm, not the caustic worm, just a caustic worm. I'm going to drop this legendary Watcher in Olmok the Distance army as well, just to provide a bit of range support. And I may take this spider out and put in the other Watcher as well. Looks pretty good. Alright, so Olmok the Distant is ready. Got spells ready to launch. But I will do that in the next turn. So we don't really need to do any of this right now. Unless there are enemy armies that we may want to keep an eye on. There's a bunch of them down here. These are just creep armies. Nothing to be overly concerned about. Alright, an infestation is sending invading forces. Oh, really? Towards where? Towards my outpost, huh? Well, that's annoying. So I gotta actually deal with this invasion, or infestation, at some point. Alright, well, then I guess I will have to do that. So we do have some forces that are going to be able to do that. So I may send Olmok the Distant down to this teleporter. And then he can go and cleanse the infestation before they cause any further problems. Alright, ending turn. High stakes. During a diplomatic negotiation, Baron Elric Shadowbiter of Donar Tur invites you to a game of high stakes wizards and kings. So he's returned, huh? The people of Donar Tur must have resurrected him. He clearly has no memory about what happened, so everything's fine. We didn't just, you know, sacrifice him. Anyways, very soon it becomes clear that the Baron from Donar Tur is not up to the intricacies of the game meant to be played by Godir. What should have been a pleasant way to exchange favors slowly turns into a diplomatic disaster as Elric grows more and more frustrated with every move you make. You could easily beat Baron Elric Shadowbiter, but perhaps there are more important things at stake than winning this small victory. We could beat him to claim the stakes. That would give us 596 gold. That would be pretty good. That would increase it to 13 turns before Donar Tur reaches Supreme Vassalage. Or we could let him win, which would increase it to 7 turns, but we would lose gold. I don't want to lose gold. We could humiliate him. Summon an illusory double to lose against Shadowbiter. That's cool. or bluff imminent defeat to raise money and claim the stakes. All right, 80% chance. Yeah, that sounds good. 80% chance to gain 954 gold. Fantastic. Well, we just gained a shit ton of gold, so we're looking pretty good. We have completed Crushing Earth, so now we can kill things with, you know, rocks fall, everyone dies type of stuff, which should be fun. I don't want Trollhide. I don't want Awaken Instincts. Actually, Awaken Instincts. No, I don't want them to become Berserk. The Spinner in Darkness is all about precision, not about brute madness. So I'm going to reroll. Brute Plague. Or the Baron's Palace can only be built in cities of another race. I don't have any cities of another race, I think. Right? I mean... No, we've migrated everything to the Unbeheld, so we don't have... I'm gonna take Brute Plague, then. Sounds good to me. Plagues are always nice. Who doesn't like plagues? Hail Nurgle. Let's see here. So, Arachna's Veil has produced the Arcane Institute. Very good, Arachna's Veil. Let us now construct... Let's construct stone walls. May as well. I want my cities to be able to defend themselves. Here in the city of Funneled Webs, Beacon of Valor could be good. Further increase its defensive nature, or. I construct the Root of Shadow. Wait, hold on. Am I constructing the Seed of Shadow, or am I constructing the Root of Shadow? I'm assuming I'm constructing the Seed of Shadow, then. I just thought I clicked on a Root of Shadow. Who knows what's happening? Let's find it. That's the Warlord's Tower and Duskwatch. Root of Shadow. I'm already constructing the Root, then. Apparently you can build multiple of them. Maybe it'll just cancel construction. I don't think you can build multiple of them, so... Just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna construct experimentation chambers here first, because that's only gonna take one turn and it costs basically nothing. Then we'll take an underground laboratory, because it's also super cheap. And then... Let's actually construct a Mage's Guild. Or no, a Mint. We'll get the Mint. Okay. So, City of Funneled Webs has its construction going good. The Sacral Infestation has 6 more turns on its Mint, and we are almost done with the Black Palace here in the City of Funneled Webs. So, we're going to want to construct something that's going to allow us to, that would be pretty good. 10 extra world map casting points and combat casting points. Or the Arcane Observatory? We don't need that. We don't really need this either. Catapult Towers. Beacon of Valor. I don't know, man. I don't know. Witch Coven? Extra food. Question is, where would I put it? Counts as a research post, huh? Then I could, like, drop it here, because this isn't being affected. This Forester's basically not really doing anything special, so... Yeah, sure. I'll drop it there. Good stuff. My outpost has produced a teleporter. Fantastic. We can't expand the outpost. However, we can make stone walls. Sounds good. And, Spinner's Feast has gained another population. Wow. For, people seem to be having a fun time, it would seem. Alright, we're just gonna take these areas. These are pretty shitty areas, so I'm gonna immediately convert huts into something better. So, say right here. What do we have? We've got a teleporter and a conduit right next to us. So we would want a conduit or something that is affected by nearby conduits. So honestly, that's none of these things. Per adjacent swamp province. We don't have any swamp provinces, though. We could rectify this. Can we? We didn't take that, did we? Okay. Well, shit. Okay. We gotta build something there that isn't a hut, because huts are bad. I learned that from Star Wars. Spelljammer? You know what? I'm gonna put a Spelljammer down there. Because this place is kind of open for enemy attack. And then we're gonna queue up a Black Palace, because it sounds good. And we have this wolf thing. It's very expensive, so it's going to be converted into wolf jerky that our human troops can consume at their leisure. I have been insulted. I've been insulted by Mustafa ibn Nazir. Remember how I said maybe we'll leave him alive? I'm having second thoughts. Free city can be integrated. Donatur. No, I don't want to integrate this one. It is a flourishing vassal. Pact of integration. Ceases to exist as a diplomatic entry. The free city lord becomes a hero of the empire. Yeah, no, we don't want that. We already had Donatur once. Though admittedly, we can expand these cities now, so... maybe we should. But it's so close to the spinner's nest. Nah, we're gonna leave it as is. We're just gonna get money out of them. It'll be fine. Alright, now, as for our troops down here, we need to get ready for the orc counterattack, because it's definitely coming. We have our shadow demons moving that way. What about the shadow biter? Okay, hello. Look at this. This looks dangerous. Retreat for now. There's a whole lot of them coming. And I don't feel like fighting them alone, so... we're going to retreat and take them on. Actually, we probably could have attacked them. We had equal numbers. Oh well. It's fine. Now, Olmok the Distant, you are going back underground, because... we, of course, need to deal with a particular infestation, which is going to be your job. I'm sending you in alone, Olmok. Do not disappoint me. You've disappointed me already once. And more importantly, you've disappointed Asha the Revenant. Which, is not something I can really tolerate, so... yeah, you gotta deal with this. We have some jerks here. I don't know what they are or what they're doing, but they're gonna have to die. Alright, this is just a druid of the cycle and some other random units. So I'm gonna auto-resolve this one. And they're dead. Good stuff. And what have we received? We have received a pig. I think you're going to become bacon. The glory of the Empire. Olmok the Distant, you've leveled up. We are going to grant him... he was a commander, predominantly, so... just a leader-type character. Bog leader, what is this? Okay, against slowed or bogged down units. We don't really do a whole lot of slowing. Nature's Avenger? No. Precision training? Maybe. Could give him Restore. Could give him Vigor, just to make him a bit tougher. You know what? He did take, like... he did face tank a shot from Asha the Revenant. So, I imagine he's got some scar tissue, so... he's gonna be a bit tougher. He's gonna get Vigor. That's our thematic talent buy there. Alright, so, we need to deal with this infestation somehow. And, honestly, I don't really know how to get there until we can sail. So, I think it's actually probably time that we get the sea. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I didn't want to get this. Doesn't seem very good, but... I think it's necessary at this point. Anything else we might want here? What is this? Outpost costs 50% less gold, take one less turn to build, and start with the palisade wall. You know what? It's 50 Imperium. And we are going to build more outposts, so I'm going to take it. Plus 30 grievances against all other empires. These cannot be traded or lost. Gain 50 gold and 50 mana per active war you are involved in. I mean, that's pretty good. Raising cities takes 2 less turns. Raising cities yields 50% more resources. Gain a unit tier 3 unit of the raised city's culture. Okay. Don't know how I feel about that. Your throne city loses 1 population, but immediately summons a Baelor with power from slaughter. Oh my god. This unit permanently gains +1 hit point and +1% damage when killing an enemy unit. And a Baelor is a tier 5 demon. Interesting. I mean, if we did that, we would be very, very drow. You know, summoning demons was kind of their thing. All heroes instantly gain +1 rank. There's a place to use this, and this may actually just be a repeatable thing. I think these rights are all repeatable. Yeah. But I think we want another city. What do we have here? Shock units, shield units, and polearm units gain experience 20% faster. Meh. I don't use a whole lot of those. Okay, well, we'll hold on to that for now. Actually, I'm going to get the one for raising. Screw it. Because we're going to be doing some raising here pretty soon. So, we're going to get Reign of Destruction.
we're going to be, you know, burning all kinds of stuff to the ground. Well, now that we can move across the sea, we are going to have him move across the sea just as soon as it's his turn again. Alright, how are we doing here? Einbiss Unfound. You were just going to chill out right next to this teleporter and basically be a rapid response force to wherever you might be needed. And I think we're looking good here, so we'll delay there. Our troops here. Did we deal with that? You know, I think I'm going to deal with that. They have a hero, though. But it's a bunch of, like, crappy units, so I think we can win. I click this guy, thank you. Alright, get him in the water. Ah, boats. I have no idea what if there's naval battles in this game. I legit have no idea. You think befriending Donatur will help secure your path to victory? It will be my empire that rises above all. Okay, Mrs. Fifth Place. Whatever you say. Yeah, we already checked that. Okay, good stuff. The breach is made in the Siege of Tuskheim. Well, I guess we can attack Tuskheim. I don't think we need to fight this one out. I think this is a done deal. Oh look, we have a victory. What a surprise. They're all dead. So, what are we gonna do with Tuskheim? I think we're gonna raise it. Sounds like a plan. Alright, now, our forces that were here can basically amass into a singular doom blob. We've got some thralls here. They can join this army, just to pad it out. Good stuff. My hero has, or my ruler specifically, has leveled up. She's level 16. We gotta get her some new cool stuff. Any more magic abilities? There's arcane strength, which is kind of cool. But that's more for attacks, which she doesn't really do. I could get a Wisp Familiar. Wisp Familiars could be good. Considering, you know, it's a free cannon fodder unit, basically. But otherwise, man, I don't know, like, Inspiring Leader? All non-hero units in your army have minus 20% upkeep. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We'll get you that. So, she does have an expensive army. 3 Watchers and 2 Ice Spiders. I must wonder if I should, exchange stuff around a little bit. Like, I feel like... Where are you, anyways? You're riding a spider now? Yeah, you are riding a spider now. This is you. Okay. And then this is this army? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this Watcher out. I'm going to put it there for a second, and I'm going to drop the Dark Knight in with her. And then we'll, move this army there and have it be led by the Astral Serpent. So this is going to be more of an Astral army. I do want to kind of construct my armies in a little bit more of a thematic manner fairly soon. So, we'll do what we can with that. But it doesn't seem like I can move a whole lot of stuff around right now. Alright, remains of Wirma Scarborn have been collected. Let's take a look at you. What do you have? Godbreaker. Alright. I mean, that looks kind of good. Alright. Yeah, heavy charge attack. Deals 20% damage per hex traveled, up to 3 hexes. Cancels defense mode, removes retaliation. Ignores charge resistance, that's cool. Damages obstacles. Has a 90% chance of inflicting stun. And also affects units in 3 hexes behind the target. Oh, so very much like the other tier 3 one that we had. Visor of Farsight, good stuff. Mail of the Razorback, it's good. Boots of Freedom for very fast movement. And what is this? Wand of Polymorph, okay. Target a non-hero enemy with a 90% chance of turning it into a tier 1 animal for 3 turns. Also good. And the Ring of Deflection. Okay, that's very good. Yeah, you're being executed. You're being eaten. Congratulations. You are now part of the ecosystem. Alright. Let's see. I kind of want to give the Godbreaker to someone. Perhaps we will give it to Olmok the Distant. I like Olmok with the spear, but... You know, tier 4 weapon is a tier 4 weapon, you know? So where the hell is Olmok the Distant? You are underground, right? And then I want to give the other one, the ring, to, Einbiss, because that's our tank, and that's just going to make Einbiss freakishly tanky. So Olmok the Distant, you are going to get, instead of this tier 3 weapon here, it's tier 3 lightning spear, you're going to get the Godbreaker. Look at that. Glorious. And is there a better helmet? You have a tier 2 helmet here? These are all tier 2 helmets, so accuracy we don't really need. Pretty good. You already have Mail of the Razorback. Is there any better armor? Not really. You already have the boots that we want you to have, and ring is good. All of this stuff is good. Everything is well in the realm. However, we need to make sure that our heroes are all properly equipped here. You know what? Do I give you that? No, I think I'm going to give the polymorph wand to Mal-Isa. Seems like something she would do. She's tricksy. Devious. Fighter, we'll remove the Wand of Blizzards, and I'm going to take the polymorph wand instead. Maybe we'll turn people into spiders. That would be cool. Any other rings? Let's actually give you the wind barrier ring instead of the murder ring, because you're not really all that much of a fighter. And then... what do you have, actually? Right, you have this, but the murder ring on you would actually be quite good. Because Vicious Killer... yeah, it's just gonna be like a morale slaughterfest. That's pretty cool. I like the equipment that you have, so that's all good. Here we go. So you are going to get the Ring of Deflection, which is incredibly good. +3 defense, +3 resistance against physical, ranged, and magic attacks. Good stuff. Very hard to kill. And so she will be our rapid response force, once again. Now, the question is, do I drop this Watcher from our armory and try and give her some other type of spider unit? Maybe. We've got Tyrant Knights and we've got regular Knights here. But I'll leave it as is for now. It's good to have a Watcher. Alright. So, Curse Weaver. Yeah, I think we're done this turn. Not much else to be done. Wow, with Tuskheim burning under our attention... ah, it's already a ruin. Look at that. That happened fast. Ah, it's a beautiful thing. The raising of civilizations. Alright, so let's send the Curse Weaver. You can go deal with this army. It's just a Chaos Eater and a Hell Pony, so they'll die, no problem. Some of our units took some damage, but that's okay, because we're going to eat their corpses and all will be well in the realm. So, now the rest of our vast horde is going to move on their cities. So they have an outpost there. I think we're going to ignore that. We're just going to march towards Bloodguard. Just march in mass. Just a massive, absolutely colossal horde. It's going to be a good time. I did want to adjust my force compositions a little bit. So, looking at the Shadow Biter here, you basically have an army of just spiders, which in principle is very cool. However, you're sort of our brutish world beater, so what I'm going to do is actually remove one of the spiders from your army. And I'm going to move the Fire Giant into the Shadow Biter, or the Asha the Revenant's army. And I'm going to have this be just a Spider Cavalry army, although, ooh, what do we have here? We have Moloch Shadow Biter as well, hold on. So what I will then do is take one of the Vampire Spiders out, and we're going to move the Fire Giant, the other Fire Giant, into Shadow Biter's army too. So it's going to be two Fire Giants. And Moloch Shadow Biter, you're going to get this Vampire Spider right here. And then there's the matter of this Watcher. And I'm going to move the Watcher out. And what I'm going to do is put the Tyrant Knight into Moloch Shadow Biter's army. So that way you'll have 2 Tyrant Knights, a Hunting Spider Matriarch, a unit of Dark Knights, and a Vampire Spider. So that's a very spider-heavy army. We're going to move this Hunting Spider out of this force, and I'm going to drop another Watcher in there. That's a lot of Watchers. Alright, so this is mostly a Spider army. Okay, there's still Watchers here, but, it's okay. Alright, looking good. So, a little better. Can you move more? No, that kind of just ate our movement for this turn, but hey, it was a good army, reorganizing, all that, it's important to do, Always good to reorganize the army. So we have a unit here that's very badly damaged. I'm going to remove it and replace it with this unit of legionnaires. Shield maidens, even. Okay, these aren't our troops. These are orcs that we levied that are now fighting for us. They have very bestial traits. They must have taken the animal kinship. They did take the animal kinship. What do you know? Aside from that, they'll work for us well enough. They'll serve on the front lines. And when they die, then, you know, we'll eat their corpses. All will be well in the realm. Okay, there are now 6 of them there. And that is a tier 4 unit. That's a phase beast. That's a little bit intimidating. What if I summon an animal in the water? Oh my god. We just got a kraken. That's fucking awesome. Alright, let's go get him. It's fighting time. I don't know what this kind of battle is going to be. I don't know, like, if this is going to be a sea battle. It is a sea battle. Holy shit. Oh, and cool. The flying units are actually still flying units. What? Like, okay, they still do their same thing. So, General Caustic Worm is in a boat. My god. Imagine the poor crew. Like, who's crewing this thing? You have to be sharing a boat with Caustic Worm, son of Caustic Worm, or all these damn spiders. But the spiders can still spit webs. What can the Kraken do? What's your deal? Tentacle Vortex. Hits all adjacent enemies. Enemies that are 2 hexes away sustain half the damage and are pulled towards this unit. That's pretty cool. And then pulled to deeps. Attempts to submerge a naval unit to kill it. The lower the target's hit point... Okay, so this is just like an assassination. And it will deal default damage on its own. That's pretty good. I like that. We're going to advance with the Kraken. And we have our crappy little Dark Warriors in advance as well. And our Watchers are not in range. So we're just going to pull them up. First naval battle. See if this is any good. I've kind of heard that the naval battles are not the best. That's alright. We could drop a web right here. I think we should. Nice. Don't ask how the web is immobilizing them in the water. Because normally, like, webs need to stick to whatever they're sticking to, and to whatever's on the ground to immobilize them. But with water, I don't know, there's some kind of physics happening there that I'm not entirely in tune with. Who knows what it all means. Okay, so you're attacking my Watchers, that's fine. Alright. Well, so our Dark Warriors can launch a good flank charge, or I think I'm just gonna launch a flank charge here. Or I send my Octopus right up here. Yeah, let's do that. Get some attacks in, although, perhaps... Man, it sucks, because I can't really tell what these units are. Okay, you can, technically. You do see what they are. Alright, okay. What can we do? Crushing Earth. 60% chance to kill a tier 3 unit instantly. Tier 3 or lower, I should say. It seems like a waste on a tier 2 unit, so we're not going to use it. Could drop another spider webs. Let's just do that. It's very cheap. I'm basically, like, not really spending anything of note if I'm doing that, so... I think we need to get rid of this phase beast here. Oh, what a jerk. It's a phase beast. Who would have thought that it would phase? You probably can't do that multiple times per round, so we're going to send in... No, Caustic Worm needs to get the kill. If that happens. Okay, let's send in our Dark Knights here. Yeah, go in for a ram. And Caustic Worm can go in for a ram as well? Or do we send in our Dark Warriors for a ram? Let's send in the Dark Warriors for a ram. Good stuff. Then Caustic Worm can come in. Still not going to kill it. That's unfortunate. But it's probably suffering some serious damage. Now, the Kraken is going to attack this boat. That really wasn't very good. I would have expected a Kraken to do more damage to a boat. That's kind of their thing. Okay, so this phase beast in its boat just tanked everything. Which is a little bit concerning. But I'm confident we'll win. Alright. Yeah. Actually, I'm a little concerned. Kraken may be in for some trouble. Though Kraken's gonna do his Kraken-y thing here pretty soon. The Tentacle Vortex. Which hopefully is going to do enough work. Please don't kill it. That would be sad. Alright. And you are attacking back my Dark Warriors. That's fine. Alright. Okay. So, we gotta deal with some of these jerks here. So, who are we gonna deal with? You look like a jerk. and you're gonna have to die. So, perhaps we kill you with this? Yeah, nice. Now it's dead. Is it dead? No, it just went away. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, if you hit it once, it phases, which wastes the rest of your attacks. Okay, that is pretty good, actually. Makes phasing incredibly good against multi-attack targets. Alright, so now that we have more distance with these guys, they can do their charges. Though, I could also friendly fire my own guys, so let's not do that. I mean, I'm all for friendly fire when it's necessary. You know, in-game, not in real life. But if we don't have to do it, then we shouldn't. Send them in. Okay, so, Kraken, you're gonna do the Kraken-y thing, but first I'm gonna actually heal you, because I don't want you to die. I spent good money on you. Or good magic, I guess. I think you're still gonna die, but, we're gonna give this a college try here. Good stuff. Tentacle Vortex did very little. I'm actually kind of disappointed in Kraken here. Yeah, you go on and attack that. That's fine. What are you doing? You attacking Kraken? You're attacking Kraken. You are attacking Boat. And Boat is attacking back. This is how boats fight in real life, by the way. They just kind of, like, bump into each other. Right, I was a marine biologist. I know this type of stuff. I really feel like Kraken should have a way to prevent enemies from getting away from it. Hold on, I have an idea. Target cannot be affected. What's the range? 4. Ah, because it's a... Alright, we're gonna get this one. 58% chance of death? Let's just do it. Oh, yeah! Alright, I take everything back. Kraken, you're... That was awesome. Well done, Kraken. Alright, let's mark that unit, and we're gonna mark him again. And he's stunned. Great. So he's out of the picture, so then we can just finish off these jerks right here. Or I could come in for a long charge. Let's actually... You come in for a charge on this way. Because the further these guys move, the better, right? So, you go there. Caustic Worm can launch his attack. And then our Dark Knights can launch an attack against that one and kill it. Now it's dead. Good stuff. We technically can cast some magic. Magic. What do I want to cast? I think I want to keep Kraken alive. So that was a cool ability. It's instant kill naval target ability is kind of cool. Doesn't always work, I guess, but when it works, that's just a dead unit. So... No! Who died? Was that my Dark Warriors? I think it was my Dark Warriors. Yeah, it was definitely my Dark Warriors. I take back my no. Instead, I just don't care. They were... entirely expendable. Alright, Kraken, kill the things. Astral Siphoners, Astral something, whatever they were called. Who cares? They're dead now. And you're gonna launch a artillery bombardment here. Move up. These things are so cool. They are basically just like a floating eyeball artillery piece, which is pretty awesome. Alright, flank around. Get the damage in. Well, you can now... Ooh, you can also do this. That is solid damage. Cool stuff. Good job, Dark Knights. That was awesome. Alright, they didn't like that. And now, we could do some extra damage to them. Like, I could kill one, right? Like, there's ways to just make them die. We could Sleep of Oblivion one of them. I don't think that's worth it, though. They're gonna die next turn anyways, so we're just gonna let them... Ah, are they fleeing? Their morale is only very low. They're fighting back. And our Dark Knights are going to finish the job on the counterattack, so they're dead now. Many boats now in the bottom of the ocean. Are you fleeing? You're gonna flee. Well, we're gonna let Caustic Worm, son of Caustic Worm, claim the kill, of course. Alright. A glorious victory. Our Dark Knights died, or our Dark Warriors died. Such a shame. They belong to the sea now. Oh my god, that's like the first time I've actually said that, where it makes sense. I say they belong to the sea now all the time, just in random contexts. And this is, honestly, I think the first time where it's actually just true. It's just straight up true. They belong to the sea now. Wow. This is a real moment for me. Okay. Duskwatch. Can you expand? Did I see that you could expand? No. Alright, new Empire development skills available. I know. Horsghoul? What do you mean you're doing demonic summoning on me? Hold on. What kind of demonic summoning? What are you summoning, and where? Not sure how I feel about this. Do you just summon demons somewhere? Guess we'll find out. New rally has started. Alright. Bone Dragon, you say? Well, I mean... why shouldn't I? And another corrupt soul. I want to add that to the corrupt, dark, evil demon thing army. We could get some other troops. Just, you know, random stuff. Some headhunters, some dark knights. Would be cheap to attain. I mean, let's recruit them to the Throne City, right? Let's do it. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to recruit these to my vassal here. Let's drop him into Avernus here, because Avernus is probably a little bit on its own. So we're going to make sure that Avernus has troops that can defend it. I'm going to drop some thralls there as well. And screw it, I'll drop some light cav to Avernus. It's going to be a big old army spawning into Avernus. It's about to become a tributary to us, so that'll be good. I could also give it to one of my vassals. We could give them a fire giant. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Fairies, no thanks. Blessed souls, absolutely not. Everything else, fine. So Avernus, because that one is, you know, it's kind of in an exposed area. That being said, I probably should have given it to Dalmas Tutor instead, but we'll do that next time. And besides, I got my armies right here next to Dalmas Tutor. Oh, and then there's Murkwater, but Murkwater isn't my vassal. It will be, though, eventually. Actually, it'll probably just be raised. Let's be honest. Right, remains of Locelot Starsinger have been claimed. Alright, what do you have? You have a crappy staff. You got a bunch of crappy stuff. You are going to stay in my... Hold on, what's your robe, actually? Okay, just robes of resistance. It looks very weird. You're going to be a spider nest. I hope you like your new role in life. Just so you know, you have no choice in the matter. Alright. Our forces will advance. I don't know what this enemy demon summoning thing is gonna be like, but... guess we'll find out when it happens. What's this? Pig? Pig, go away. We don't need you. You cost too much mana. Alright. Any spells to be cast here? No. Well, it would appear that peace was never an option. Not that I harbored any illusions that it would be, but Torbeld Dragonkiller has declared war upon me. Perhaps he sees my killing of dragons on several occasions as a threat to his, you know, masculinity, his whole identity. He is the dragon killer. And what are we doing? We're killing dragons. Has he been killing any dragons? I'm just gonna assume not. And we're just gonna pretend like he hasn't been and going to spread that around. Whether that be misinformation or whether it be true, who cares? We certainly don't care. And the more we can piss him off, the better. So, we're now at war with Torbeld Dragonkiller, at long last. It's been a long while in the making. Thankfully, they're quite distant to us. The only issue is this. They have a quick avenue if they were to, say, drop below ground to attack us. So what I'm going to start doing is move my rapid response forces that I've been building up behind my lines. So first off, we're done with Brew Plague, so that's good. So we're going to grab another one. We could get... I don't want any of these, to be fair. We'll get Sink the Land. We can turn stuff into swamps. Sounds good to me. Alright. So, you are going to go immediately to the Spinner's Nest. Right, and we are going to move to there. How do we get there? I think we have to go overground. We can't drop through this area. There's no excavation. So I've been told... there is a way. We just have to cross the lava lake. Great. I don't know if you can cross the lava lake. So, fucking hell, there's just, like, no way to get there. Unless we can cross the lava lake. But don't think I want to do that. No. I can come through here. No, I cannot, because that's connected to there. Wait, what? Ah, that's only going to create that there. All right. I have to move overland in order to get to the underground. That's the way how I see this here. That means he can't get to me through the underground either. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'll tell you what. I'm going to leave you down here then. We'll leave our rapid response forces near the capital. I think that's a good call. That is our capital, after all. But our main force is in the process of moving towards Bloodguard, where they are amassing a gigantic army, but that's fine. We also have a gigantic army. So, alright. Alright. You retreat. You need to go into friendly territory. Because you're damaged. So I want to make sure we have units like a thematic army here. So, Mal Isa, just quickly checking your skills here. So you have the buffing up animal units. Indeed you do. So, I'm going to ditch the Watcher and the Warlock from this army. And I am going to, hold on, does Pack Leader affects cavalry, right? I should say right here. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to lead some cavalry. I'm going to take the Watcher out. And I'm going to put this Dark Knight in your army. Warlock out. We don't need you. And I guess I'll put one of these here. Yeah, let's move another Dark Knight into her army. It's a cavalry unit, right? And I could also throw in the Dread Spider Matriarch there. Just to make sure, like, everything's being buffed except for the Wild Speaker. I'm fine with her, the Wild Speaker being there, because the Wild Speaker can summon animals, so. Right, that army is good. Sonarix's army, I think I'm good with. She's got her bodyguard of Dark Knights, and a couple of Ice Spiders, and some Watchers. Her having Watchers makes total sense. She's an Oracle. Now, as for this little miscellaneous force, I could put the other Wild Speaker in this army instead. I don't know, though. Or I drop the Wild Speakers entirely and just have, like, a full spider army here. Do we have any other spiders? That would be good to move into position. I'm going to bring up Asha the Revenant. I'm going to bring up our Astral Horror army. Do we have any other Astral Horrors that can go into that army? It doesn't look like it. All right, Olmok the Distant. Or no, that's not Olmok the Distant. That is, what is your name, actually? Moloch Shadowbiter. Yeah, right. We got another Astral Horror here. Let's just throw it into that army. You go in there. No? Ah, right. It's full. Warlock, then? You get out? You can't. Okay. Well, then... no, we can't do that. I'll drop this in there, then. And we have this unit of Warlocks, which is going to join up with this unit of Legionnaires, I guess. That'll just be a 2-strong army right there. And, yeah, we'll figure out what to do with them. We could advance with a Vanguard. So I could send the Curse Weaver up. They can't hit me from here. Like, we're way too far from them. Unless they force march to get me. Then they'll be damaged. And I think I'm going to be able to pull up enough of an army. Not really, actually. Okay, well, I hope they don't. It's something. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. We'll come in waves. You are going to destroy this little crappy force right here. That should be a easy, very easy, no casualty. Didn't even take any damage. And we get a unit here, a ram ship. All right. Just go with this force, I guess. Or you go scout. No, just remove it, because it's literally a boat in, like, the tiniest area of water. It cannot go anywhere. Alright. Our Kraken was successful. So we're going to put you back into... one or more units cannot move outside of this terrain. Okay. Get back onto land. We're going to leave the Kraken right down here, then. And it can heal in our territory. Alright, you are going to hold ground. Spell ready to launch. So we could start doing some... funny business down here against Torbeld. Oh god, the screen. The screen is moving without my consent. Please, game. Stop doing this. Alright, there we go. It's doing it again. No, it's not. Okay. Everything's fine. Nothing's bad. Okay, all this stuff I don't really care about, because we're going to be at war with everyone again here real soon, so... You know, what are you going to do? I know what I'll do. I'll summon another living fog here. So we'll have 3 living fogs in this army. This is going to be a horrible army. It's, I hope they're effective. They certainly are intimidating. So if we have them in, like, a group, they'll just deal massive morale damage. Alright, declaration ended. Yeah, war. No. Alright. Cool. Ending turn. Alright. I've skipped over my actions during the turn, just to expedite things. What I've done here is advanced into their territory, and our shadow demons, or fog demons, living fog, whatever they are raising the spelljammer there, which will basically just allow me so that I can cast spells in their combat zone. I'm just going to pillage this domain. That will break that down and allow me to do that. Underground, Olmok the Distant has begun the onslaught against the territories of the vermin, and was able to take out a couple of their armies in an easy auto battle, and basically he leveled up, and I started to grant him some fighting prowess, because we gave him that awesome hammer, so it would be good if he actually knew how to use it. Now, as for everything else that happened, I don't think anything else of import really happened, aside from us just kind of shifting some of our units around further. And we have our rally army down here, which is a pretty nasty force, as you can see. It is a Bone Dragon, a Dark Knight, a Corrupt Soul, Headhunter, Shadow Legionnaire, and some Night Guard. Which, these 2 forces here are going to be my rapid response force. So if any city gets attacked, they're going to teleport in. So they're basically standing right next to the teleporter and can get to wherever they need to be almost instantaneously. Familial obligation. Duchess Ella Grainworth of Avernos approaches, an air of tired exasperation about her. I crave a humble boon, mighty Cenarix Curseweaver. You are at war with Alistair Starsinger of Solaria, who happens to be my bumbling brother-in-law. Do not ask, 'tis a strange tale. Solaria is unlikely to win against an oracular seer like yourself. Even if it does, theirs will be heavy losses. Our family honor dictates that I attempt to save my brother-in-law. I shall become famous for vanquishing your entire family. Nay, but your family will have one less bumbling fool. Or we can do this. Not a very heartfelt entreaty, but you have moved me nonetheless. That will give us good alignment, but we don't want that. But we could get 330... Yeah, we're gonna do this. I shall become famous for vanquishing your entire family. Sounds good. Alright, we have completed Sink the Land, which I think we can now unlock ourselves a new tome. Yes. Alright, new tome, huh? Tome of the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper. Is that it? I think that's it. So we need to look at some other tomes here. What do we got? Tome of Astrology. Nah, we don't need that. Evocation? No. Storm Spirits? Don't care. Phantasm Warriors? Nah, doesn't seem all that useful. The Teleportation could be cool, but, I mean, all this could be nice. Astral Trade Relay could be cool, but I don't really, like, need them. Tome of Hunger. Wait a minute. Scent of Flesh. Okay, this gives us Butcher Ogre. Tenderizing Blast. Just a damage spell. And will give friendly allies adjacent to where the damage went down hunger stacks. Okay. Which basically buff up repeated melee attacks and single melee attacks. That's cool. Meat on the menu. A random non-ethereal and non-elemental tier 1 unit on the target friendly army is consumed. All units are healed for 15 hit. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah, we're gonna take this, the Tome of Hunger. It's only a tier 1 tome. But that sounds like an awesome ability. We're not gonna get the ogres. We don't care about that. Same with the crows. But meat on the menu? Yeah, like we're all about summoning a bunch of tier 1 crappy sacrificial units. Now we can actually sacrifice them. That's awesome. Alright, we're gonna take this. And from the looks of it, okay, thought the game was gonna freeze there. That would have been bad. Meat on the menu is done. Alright. Well then. What next? Ritual of Somnia. At the start of each battle. Okay, this is the stun everything at the start of the battle. You know what? I'm gonna take it. Could be useful in places. Okay, you are returning to base. Now, our forces here are basically ready to go. We have everything amassed, so it is time. You're still raising that territory, so you're going to stay there. Curse Weaver's going to go here. Holy shit, there are a lot of them. I hope they engage me. Could have a really epic series of battles at the end of this episode. That'd be really fun. Okay, we'll amass these two armies. It's kind of our miscellaneous crap army for now, but that's fine. You always gotta have one of those. Alright, Rapid Response Force, stay there. And you're going to finish off the remainder of the units in this monster den. Please don't die. Good. Alright. So, the den has been defeated. We got a Phase Cloak. That's cool. And a Razorback. Alright. Good stuff. Let's consume the Razorback. And this territory has been vanquished. However, since we're here, we did want to do this. So we're going to sail on over to there, and we are going to build... Yeah, perfect. Bulletin is their capital. Nice, we can undermine them. Good stuff. Hero leveled up. Once again, it's you. We are going to give you a little bit more combat prowess. So let's give you poison weapons. Good thing. Yeah, I like it. Right, spell ready, Fog of Insanity. We don't need to do that right now. Are there any other spells we might want to get ready? Let's just ready up a an Earth Shatter. Ooh, maybe we can already cast this. Although, I think I want to do this offensively for when we attack them. Although, we could just destroy a province. Like, I could break their mine right here. Or the Carnival of Flesh. What the fuck is the Carnival of Flesh? Gives them a whole lot of draft. We should probably destroy that. So, kaboom. So it doesn't destroy it. What about destructive regrowth? Doesn't Earth Shatter destroy the province? It does not. Okay, as the Rocky feature. Alright, I misread that. That's fine. We'll queue it up for later. Didn't need to do that. But destructive regrowth will destroy that province. That'll, you know, hinder their draft a little bit. Or I destroy their teleporter. I'm gonna destroy their teleporter. Goodbye. And let's grab another one of these destructive regrowths for next turn. Whispering Stone has been returned from Avernus. What's going on here? Am I at war with Avernus? You were my friends. Uh-oh. They have turned on me. Okay. Well, this is what my rapid response force was for. It's treason. You know, I wanted to, I wanted to work with you. Hold on. I have an idea here. We can actually destroy mountains. We have this ready to go. Let's break these mountains. Very cool. All right. Nice. So we can now expand and take something there and do the same there. That's awesome. I want to keep some mountains because it's a nice natural ring around my territory. But yeah, so we're going to have to take Avernus. So I'm going to send my rapid response force to go and get ready for that, because I think we're pretty safe in the capital. So, looking back up at the surface, what's the closest teleporter? That one's pretty close. This one's also pretty close. What's the quickest way to get here? Seems like either way. Alright, we'll come up through here. Okay. Alright, and my next force, the Dragon Army, gonna do the same thing. So, you're going to join right here and follow along. I think those two armies should be able to crush what they have. It's really stupid because I just reinforced Avernus. I was kind of hoping they'd, you know, appreciate the fact that we just gave them a bunch of troops, but now they're using it against me. Wow. You know, I feel like the US government right now. Let's arm these fighters, and oh no, now they're using the guns we gave them 10 years ago against us. Alright, let's let's end turn. Well, they didn't attack me, so I guess the offensive is on me then. Cool stuff. Alright. What's the best way of going about this? Man, I want to, like, get some visible territory here so that I can start some sweet rebellions. But that's kind of hard to do unless you have a scout moving up there. But there's other things we can do here. So, like, we could earth shatter some of these, this army right here, for example. We could just do that, and that'll deal a whole lot of damage to everything, because they're all right there, so, I mean... Why not, right? Alright, I'm sure they love that. The ground breaking under their feet, and then we're also going to do this right here. Target not valid. Can't destroy this province. Oh my god. So they're all sitting in their city. Alright, well, then I won't do it, I guess. We'll wait till they spread out. If they spread out. Who knows? Maybe they will. Force of Nature? Did we already use this? Right, this... We didn't yet, because it was going to be very expensive. But I feel like now is the time. Because we can afford it. It's fucking expensive, but... we can do it. Okay, so, there's other things we can also do here. We could drop, alright, this... alright, that's not as good. I thought this was going to be a battle spell, but yeah, of course it says right there that it's an army spell. It's okay. That might still be useful. We do occasionally get some tier 1 units. Well, there's always Prelude of Doom. I could drop Prelude of Doom on one of these armies. I don't think it really matters which one. It's just like, if a 6-stack army is out of here, that would be good. I could drop it on the... You know, let's just drop it there, on that one. I don't even know which one I clicked on. They're all so close together. Oh. Alright. Ready up another one of these, we can... May as well drop this in again, deal a little bit more damage. Because their whole force is now taking damage from this. And we'll get another one going next turn. Brutal. Alright. Well, I think it's time. It's time we begin the invasion. So Mal Issa and the Curse Weaver are going to launch the first wave. Along with the help of Astral Serpent. And Asha the Revenant. Start the siege. Oh my god. It's just gonna be a brutal siege. Okay. So, we have a lot of options here. I want to deal as much damage to the enemy as possible, so... We're gonna get Brew Plague. Sounds awesome. Harass the defenders to inflict 20 physical damage to all of their units. And I want to destroy all of these, so we're gonna do a Tremor Ritual. And, constructing Onagers would be great. Because the Onagers are going to be super nice, because we're going to have a lot of, things to hit. That is a target-rich environment, as they call it. But Harass Defenders is going to, for very cheap, deal a ton of damage. But this will actually speed up the siege process, so I'm going to construct the Onagers. Let's go. 4 turns until breach. Our forces are moving in. We're going to amass everything here. This is going to be an absolutely massive series of engagements. Unfortunately, the demoralized thing isn't going to work, because of course we had to siege them, so... Oh, and I don't know if they replenish. So the damage we have inflicted might not actually apply. That would really suck. But it is what it is. Alright, Arachna's Veil has completed the stone walls. Good. We will now construct ballista towers here. That'll only take 2 turns, and then I'm going to construct caltrop stashes and some catapult towers. We'll have some nice defenses there available for us. Our spiders here are going to amass into that army and are just going to heal up. Einbiss and Bone Dragon are going to move to punish the fighters in Avernos. They are going to have 2 fire giants, which is going to suck. They're traitors. Here in our capital... I'm gonna build the Wizard's Tower. Channeling Chamber. And we have Destructive Regrowth ready. We don't need to do that. Solaria has sent another war party. That's fine. Let's end our turn. Alright, so that is very unfortunate. Units do heal during a siege. While they're being besieged. There's a couple of factors with the sieges that I disagree with. If there was a way to get around it, like if you could build a siege project that prevented healing and recruitment, I'd be okay with it. Then, alright, fine. I'm fine with that being a base mechanic. But I don't think units should be able to heal And I don't think a defender should be able to recruit units during a siege. I think that's a little bit... Or maybe, like, if they do, it just costs a ton. Or something. I don't know. Ritual of Somnia is ready. Okay. Is there anything we need here? I may as well get Scent of Flesh. That's probably the most thematic out of these. We don't want Swamp Trolls and we don't want Butcher Ogres, so that's what we're going to get. This should be done in one turn, which is why it's lagging. And we can immediately go and get the next thing. Which, Mass Enervation, I think that's what it's going to be. All allies gain 3 regeneration and hasten for 3 turns. All enemy units suffer poisoned and bogged down. That sounds like a really good spell. Sacral Infestation has produced Mint. Fantastic. Now, the breath of all of the citizens of the Sacral Infestation will be very, you know, nice. All right, we'll construct a Black Palace there so that we can spread further. And, our troops down here are going to move towards the enemy. Moving right along this lava zone. So you can't sail into the lava, though I reckon there's probably something that you can unlock that will allow you to do so. So we're going to head here. We're going to build an outpost right next to this underground passage. There's no other cool territory here, but there's a lot we can excavate, so maybe it'll turn out to be something good. But aside from that, our siege forces are just going to be sieging, because that's, I think, all we can do here. And, yeah, so one of their armies did just retreat down to the south. I really wish I had... Oh my god, there's more of them. I really wish I had, like, scried them before they left. Then we could see what was going on. But, we didn't. However, what I will do is drop... Where is it? I could have sworn I had it. Incite Revolution. So... I think I'm going to put it right here on this ritual pyre. Target not valid. What about this one? Target not valid. This is, it's a border province. I mean, isn't this a border province? Or do you cast it on the city itself? Ah, it's random. Okay. It spawns a brigand camp. Yeah, that's less good, because I wanted to, like, control where it was, so that if I put it, like, right here, then if their armies were advancing up from the south, they'd have to go through that. But, I can't control where it goes, so... That is that, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to just wait this siege out, and that's what we're gonna do. Right, I will be picking up Dark Vigor, so that my enemies, or my allied armies can actually regenerate health in hostile terrain. I think that's gonna be very useful. Arachna's Veil has produced ballista towers, but is otherwise still under construction. Our scouts down here are going to be moving into this territory. Basically, almost ready to go. I think we can just drop here and immediately start the outpost. So we'll do that next turn. And our troops here are continuing the invasion. So, ooh, Virenwe the Radiant has returned to Dondel. Interesting. So Virenwe got sent off to the Astral Void. Well, sucks to be her. But she's back. Right now, she seems to be the only one that I might spare what is to come. Alright, I'll begin my siege here. This will be a more difficult battle. They don't have any defenses, so I don't need to worry about that, so I'm just going to worry about damaging units here. So we'll do Brew Plague. I think we will drop a Harass Defenders. And do I want to construct Onagers again, or I could do a Subjugating Raid, because that'll decrease their morale. We'll do a Subjugating Raid. Sounds good, because Avernos, you've had your chance. So, they rebelled against me after being my vassals, so I'm going to raise this city to the ground, which will open it up for expansion from the Spinner's Feast and the Sacral Infestation. So, everything will be just fine. Alas, Avernos, we could have been friends. You could have served faithfully under me, but you chose rebellion. And now you must die. Alright. Spells ready to cast, spells ready to launch. I don't think we need to do anything yet. I can ready up some more casts, I suppose. Could ready up another Prelude of Doom. Because, yeah, all that, unfortunately, did not apply. And I'm going to ready up a Ritual of Somnia as well. And let's grab a Sink the Land. So, it's going to be our turn. Alright. Are we ready? Is it time? One turn. One more turn. And the siege here, oh god. Game, what the fuck? Why do you do this? It's just like, basically, I can't move the screen when this happens. So if you hear me complaining about something, that's usually what it is. And I don't know what causes it, but it happens very frequently. One turn until a breach. So we'll have 2 big sieges next time. And our troops here are ready to go. We can begin constructing our outpost on this territory. Let's build it. And you, I guess, because that doesn't actually take our unit's turn, are going to dig that out. And then we can dig that out. And probably go deal with this monster den, because there's some loot over there. We have our troops down here. Nowhere for them to go, really. We'll just have them surround the city, I guess. Shadow demons move for a big ol' surround as well. It's good. We basically have we have them encircled. And we'll have the big battle next turn. And judging from the time of things, in the next episode. So the next episode's going to be a big one. We're going to crush the orcs. This is going to be their end, because this is their leader right here. And their throne city. So just like the last throne cities we've attacked, we'll be taking out both their leader and their capital in one go. So that'll be their faction being destroyed. And then we will also take out Avernus. This will be a bit of a harder fight, because they actually have a sizable army here. Ooh, and an elite army. Actually, I don't even know if I can take this. I may need to summon in some reinforcements. Thankfully, I'm going to be able to do that, and I will do that when the time is right. But fucking Avernus, traitors, they're going to die. Alright, guys, leave this video a like if you've enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Ash Heraldor out.